difficulties, but fittingly, you were able to hit the winning runs. Just talk us through both feelings at this point.
Yeah, I think I was remembering a game I played against Pakistan in 2013 in St. Lucia, where we tied that game and I was batting at the end with Kemar Roach. I think my only thing was to get over the line. Last time we came up short, obviously, with Wahab Reyes bowling another left-hand seamer. Today was Shine, and I was able to get him away. So I was just really pleased that I didn't have that same feeling I had a couple of years back, and I was able to get over the line today. But look, it was just a complete day for me, and one that I would definitely relish. Yeah, just proud of the boys, man. We fought right to the end. Yeah, it was probably a little closer than we wanted, but at the end of the day, we got over the line.
One more. The 134. How difficult was it? Obviously, the game obviously went down to the very last ball. Was it just the surface, or just Pakistan's bowling being as good as it was in the first game?
I think it's a little bit of both. I still didn't think that we did well enough to negotiate their spinners in the middle. They've obviously plagued us in this series so far, so we need to do a better job of turning the strike over and also finding the boundary. I think a lot of times in these past two games, we've found ourselves behind the 8 ball and trying to catch up at the back end, and we've been able to do so to a certain extent. But I still think we need to negate some of the damage a little bit early on in the game and try to kill the game a bit earlier.
All right, Jason, Roger here from Massive Cricket. Congratulations, Wendell. Well done. The Caribbean needed this. Going into that final over with pressure building, what was your mindset going through that over?
I knew we needed 1-6, and I told Romario when we were batting with him, when I was batting with him, that we needed 4 sixes at that stage. We needed 30 odd runs in 24 balls, I believe. Yeah, and 4 sixes, I believe we would have won the game, so we didn't need to panic. He hit 2, I hit 1, and then we were able to find the boundary as well with a couple of 4s. But look, it was just holding the nerve. I thought Shine bowled a decent over, to be honest. He made it very tough for me. Unfortunately, probably didn't hold his nerve as well as he should have. But look, that's all in the game. Still think he bowled a decent over. To try to defend 8 is still a tough task. But credit must be given to him. But today was my day.
It wasn't a perfect performance, but a win is a win. Going into the next and final T20 International, what can the Westerners do to improve on this performance and hopefully get a series win?
Look, I think I would love to see the guys take on the game a little bit more in the middle overs, maybe even in the power play. I think we had a good power play to start in the first game, but today I think we could probably take the game on a little bit more, be a little bit more fearless. I think we just allowing the Pakistani bowlers to settle on a line and length, and we're not able to negotiate the ball and manipulate the ball into the field. So I think I would just love to see our batters probably play a little bit more fearless, not reckless obviously, but a little bit more fearless and try to put the pressure back on the opposition. Having said that, I thought the bowlers did an outstanding job, even in the first game. So I think, as I said in the post-match presentation, that from the Australia series we've seen some positives as well. We probably haven't put together a complete game with a complete bowling performance, but all in all, there's been a lot of positives. So we just need to continue to get better, continue to understand our plans, continue to understand our strengths, and try to get better with our weaknesses. And I think we'll get there.
Thank you. Well done, Jason.
Hold on. One from me. Jason, why are we making it so hard though? Do we understand what we need to do or just execute it?
Look, I think it's a combination of a few things. We've not played well in the last couple of weeks. And look, we haven't had momentum, we haven't had luck. But, having said that, I think hopefully this game should hopefully turn things around. It should give the guys some confidence. And we need confidence. We can see that when we play, we probably lack a little bit of confidence. And I think that goes with momentum. So I think if we could get some momentum going now, even into the ODIs, it would put us in good stead. But look, it's not rocket science that we haven't played well. We know we need to improve, but having said, I still think we're doing a lot of things well. So I just think we just need to find ways to put together a complete game and be a little bit more confident, a little bit more expressive.
Do we have the components?
I think so. I definitely think so. Again, it's just momentum. We lost some key players, obviously, due to injury as well too, who would have been playing here. So I think there are a lot of factors that we can look at that haven't really gone our way. So it's just a matter for us to look at what we have here. We've got the adequate personnel to beat Pakistan. We showed that today. So we just need to get better. We just need to get better tomorrow, probably express ourselves a little bit more and show a bit more confidence.
JC with Cric Exec and Willow TV. Congrats on the record-breaking performance. There's a lot of focus obviously on your batting, but let's talk about your bowling spell. You struck twice early and struck twice late. Tell me what the execution plan was, especially early when you got Pakistan on the back foot with a couple of quick.
Look, my role is pretty simple with the new ball. It's to get new ball wickets, however they come. I think my mantra is if I put enough pressure on the batters, bowl enough balls in good areas, and make it difficult. I thought the ball swung today. It didn't really swing in the first game when we bowled. So I try to use that to my advantage, play the conditions as I saw it. And I was able to get two early breakthroughs, which really gave us the momentum that we needed up front. Credit to the fielders as well. Sharafin took a really good catch. The boys look energetic up for it as well today. So I was really, really pleased with that. But yeah, just trying to keep it as simple as I possibly can. And I think one of the things that we've stressed on in the dressing room is executing. We haven't quite executed well enough in the last couple of weeks. And, it's something that's definitely plagued us. So coming into this series, we wanted to do a lot better job of executing our plans, sticking to the plans and executing them.
What about the late wickets?
Yeah, the late wickets are just attributed to my consistency, my execution. As I said before, I thought I executed everything that I wanted to execute. The ball's coming out really well at the hand at the minute, so just trying to be as simple as I possibly can and just stick to my plans, execute. I think execution has definitely plagued us in the past, and I just wanted to, just put my hand up and execute for the boys.
One last one.
Hi, Dishan. Bashar here from the Aqua Point podcast. What do you have to say about the conditions soaring from first to Bangladesh, second 176 score to Pakistan in the first match, and 133 seemed to be a bit total here.
I thought today was a lot better than the first game, in all honesty. Ironically, the scores were lower in this game. But I felt the pitch today was a bit better than the first one. To me, I felt it was easier to probably play a few more strokes. It didn't hold as much. You can see the first wicket had a lot more moisture into it. But having said that, is a kind of a different turn in the tides in terms of the score. So look, I guess that's just how cricket is played sometimes. But I don't think the score is a reflection of the wicket today. I thought the wicket was a lot better.
अपनी ज़रा टीम में रोल के बारे में बताएं। आप शदाब को रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं, टॉप से बैटिंग कर रहे हैं, 4 ओवर बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं। किस तरह अपने रोल को देखते हैं और अपने परफॉर्मेंस को सीखते हैं?
जी बिल्कुल, जैसी कंडीशंस हैं और एज ए स्पिनिंग ऑलराउंडर जो डिमांड है टीम की और जो प्लान है वो मुझसे यही है कि मैंने बॉलिंग और बैटिंग दोनों में अपना जो है वो अपना इम्पैक्ट डालना है। और मेरी जो प्रिपरेशन भी होती है प्रैक्टिस में भी, वो भी इसी को सामने रखते हुए होती है कि मेरे से जो टीम डिमांड करती है वो बॉलिंग बैटिंग दोनों में करती है, इवन फील्डिंग में भी। तो मैं अपनी कोशिश करता हूँ कि अपनी जो तैयारी है वो उसके हिसाब से करूँ।
तो उनका पार्टनरशिप का बताइए, उसका क्या?
ऑफ कोर्स वो जो सिचुएशन थी, जिस तरह से हम स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे, जिस तरह से हसन नवाज ने फिर बैटिंग की है इतनी मुश्किल कंडीशंस में, जिस तरह से उन्होंने पार्टनरशिप बिल्ड की है, आई थिंक क्रेडिट गोज टू हसन नवाज एंड सलमान अली आगा। जिस तरह से सलमान अली आगा ने बीच में आके स्पिन को जो टैकल किया है, तो इट वाज अ गुड पार्टनरशिप फॉर अस, बट आई थिंक वी कुडंट फिनिश इट वेल।
अच्छा नवाज, ये बताइएगा कि कल भी आपने 3 विकेट्स ली, आज भी आपने 3 विकेट्स ली। बॉलिंग में तो आप परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, लेकिन वो परफॉर्मेंस आपकी बैटिंग में नज़र नहीं आ रही। उसकी क्या वजह है? साथ ये कि पिच के हवाले से ये बताइएगा कि पिच अगर स्पिन स्पोर्टिंग थी तो आप लोग विकेट लेने में कामयाब हुए हैं, हमारे फास्ट बॉलर जो है वो टोटली नाकाम हुए हैं। हसन अली को शामिल किया गया था। आज के मैच का एक्सपेंसिव जो है ना वो बॉलर वो साबित हुआ है। और दूसरी तरफ अगर वेस्ट इंडीज़ की बात करें तो फास्ट बॉलर ने रिकॉर्ड ब्रेकिंग जो है ना वो परफॉर्मेंस दी।
देखिए, पहला जो आपका क्वेश्चन था मेरी बॉलिंग, ऑफ कोर्स बॉलिंग अच्छी जा रही है। बैटिंग में 2 मैचों में मैं उस तरह से चिप इन नहीं कर सका, बट ऑफ कोर्स एज ए प्रोफेशनल मेरे माइंड में ये चीज़ है कि जिस सिचुएशन में मैं जाऊँ, चाहे वो बॉलिंग हो बैटिंग हो, जो टीम की रिक्वायरमेंट हो, तो कोशिश करूँ कि उस पर अपना इम्पैक्ट डालूँ। अनफॉर्चुनेटली 2 मैचों में बैटिंग उस तरह नहीं हुई, बट आई एम होपफुल फॉर द बेस्ट। और दूसरी बात जो आपने की है कि फास्ट बॉलर्स ने, देखें ज़रूरी नहीं है कि फास्ट बॉलर्स ही विकेट्स लें। ये जो सिचुएशन जो कंडीशंस है वो आई थिंक थोड़ी स्लो है पिच, तो स्पिनर को ज़्यादा हेल्प मिलती है आई गेस। और हसन अली का ये है कि ठीक है, T20 क्रिकेट है, किसी का भी एक बैड डे हो सकता है। तो आज हसन अली का था थोड़ा सा, बट ये है कि ओवरऑल जो हम क्रिकेट खेलें एज ए बॉलिंग यूनिट, आई थिंक ये स्कोर जो था वो पार स्कोर नहीं था इस पिच पे। आई थिंक 150-160 होना चाहिए था, बट जिस तरह से बॉलिंग यूनिट ने और फील्डिंग ने फाइट किया, आई थिंक इट्स वेरी गुड।
नवाज भाई, ये बताइएगा, हमेशा से हमने देखा है कि पाकिस्तान को ज़्यादातर मैचेस बॉलिंग ने जितवाए हैं, लेकिन ये कुछ अरसे से जो मैचेस हम देख रहे हैं बॉलिंग की वजह से हम मैच क्या रहे हैं, तो कुछ बताइए इस हवाले से कि रीज़न क्या है?
देखिए, आज का जो मैच हुआ, आज में तो आपने देख लिया होगा कि मतलब इवन पार स्कोर नहीं हमने किया, बट स्टिल बॉलिंग ने बहुत अच्छा अपना इम्पैक्ट डाला, मैच को कहाँ से कहाँ पे ले आया, इतनी फाइटिंग गेम हुआ है। तो ऑफ कोर्स कोशिश यही है हमारी कि आगे जो मैचेस आने वाले मैचेस हैं, हमारे फास्ट बॉलर्स भी अच्छी बॉलिंग करें, और इंशाल्लाह उम्मीद है कि वो ऐसी फास्ट बॉलर्स ही हमें मैचेस जितवाएंगे।